Goddess Saraswati. Goddess Saraswati, considered to be Mata Annapurna, took birth on earth as late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal. She was married to Mr. Rajendra Krishna Agrawal, who has organized this function in her memory. I must also say that she also founded an orphan and old age home absolutely dedicated to the welfare of mankind. She used to consider the worship of the old, the poor and the needy as her dharma. She not only performed her own women's dharma and wives' dharma, but also performed the dharma of serving some other person. She was considered to be the greatest of all the social reformers. She was a great disciplinarian. It is believed that after her, the social reformers proceeded with her own ideal and her aim, and that was to make the orphan and old age home truly a success. Late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal will always be remembered for her great and purifying deeds, because no one has ever taken birth on earth with such great splendor, show and pomp. Late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal is my ideal, and she is an inspiration to all of us. She never liked to garland others or to be garlanded, but in the background she was a great supporter. She was said to have composed several hymns and rhymes. The gods were in fact the inspiration to her. Though she belonged to a servant family, she never distinguished between the higher caste and the low caste. According to late Manju Krishna Agrawal, human religion is the religion above all the religion. She was a great humanist and humanitarian, and dedicated and sacrificed whole of her life to the service of mankind. She didn't distinguish between the Indians or the Africans or whatever it may be. Her only aim was to serve whosoever she may serve. As she was a great dancer and a musician, I would like to throw light on music. But before that, first of all, I would like to explain the meaning of the name of Rajendra. Rajendra is one of the Sahasranamams of 1000 names of Lord Indra. Each god or dev is granted 1000 names, and these names are sometimes referred to as Sahasranamams. Sahasranamams are nothing but the names composed in praise of something. They are said to be a part of eulogy, a description written to praise something or someone. The Sahasranamams of Lord Indra relate him to be the king of all the devs, the Mahadev after Lord Shiv. Lord Indra himself is the divine worshipper of Lord Shiv, and therefore is known as Rajendra. Rajendra was the name titled or given to Lord Indra when he won over the demons. It was Lord Brahma himself who gave him the Sahasranamams, and Lord Brahma and Mata Saraswati themselves came to bless him with those 1000 names. Rajendra is one of the 1000 names, and therefore the person who is having the name of Rajendra rules like Indra and possesses all the traits of Lord Indra. Dr. Lakshmi Narayan Garg, the son of the Emperor of Comedy, Kaka Hathrasi, himself considered late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal as his daughter. He titled her as the scholarly woman, and this added one more name to her grace. It is said that late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal was very beautiful, smart and ambitious. She was a scholarly woman. She was also very intellectual and pious, and of course religious by nature. Late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal was very punctual. I am very thankful to her husband, Mr. Rajendra Krishna Agrawal, for organizing such a grand program in her memory, and truly she was worth of the sort. Music is something, or you may say, a fine or a thing of entertainment for the ancient people. The effect of music upon the human heart is great. It removes all the confusing and the confusions which are there in the heart of a human. The effect of music is really great, which can be explained by the hymns and the rags composed by Swami Hari Das. Swami Hari Das, said to be the original reciter of all the hymns and the incarnation of Lord Brahma, himself added to the grace of these rags and these names. All these hymns and rags are related to music. Tan Singh was the superb classical singer and one among the gems in the court of Emperor Akbar. Pandit Ravi Shankar was a classical musician, and like late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal, he was also a sitar player. He was born in a village near Varanasi. Varanasi is known only due to Banaras Hindu University, and as it gave birth to Pandit Ravi Shankar, Varanasi came to be known as an international city. Late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal was born in Hathras, and therefore the people and the citizens of Hathras will always remember her incredible deeds. Although she is not present here and has already reached the abode of God, she is still remembered. Some people do some great works and therefore they become worthy of being honored. However, it becomes the duty of each and every person to serve the one whom he considers worthy of being served by his own hands. Late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal not only dedicated her own life to the service of mankind but also gave birth to 2 sons and a daughter, which spread her glory.
No
The
comma,
sons
no full
Alok
stop.
and Ashish are really the true foot and following the footsteps of their ideal mother.
1 minute only.
Her daughter Ekta is truly a sign of her progress and her grace. Late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal, thus we must consider her to be our ideal. She is not only the ideal of others, but also our own. We must try to follow the footsteps of such a great Indian woman. Thousands of personalities with great stature and prominence had taken birth in India, but the name of late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal shines in golden letters in the history of the nation. She truly made India shine in the field of literature, music, dance and art. The parents and the mother who gave birth to such a great Indian women are blessed. Blessed is the mother who gave birth to a daughter like late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal. Late Mrs. Manju Krishna Agrawal married
चैतन्या जी,
Rajendra Krishna
अभी
Agrawal.
और आपको बहुत बोलना है, लेकिन मैं अनुरोध करूंगा जितने यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं उपस्थित, कोई एक सज्जन को एक सब्जेक्ट बताएं। जो सब्जेक्ट बताएंगे चैतन्य उस पर एक्सटेम्पोर बोलेंगी। आइए आप में से कोई एक सब्जेक्ट बताइए।
कोई सब्जेक्ट बताओ।
ऐसा ना लगे कि इन्होंने कुछ रटा हुआ बोला है, अभी तुरंत बोलेंगी। ये तो साक्षात गार्गी का अवतार हैं। तालियां बजाइए, मेरे साक्षात गार्गी का अवतार हैं।
हेलो, आदरणीय माहेश्वरी जी बता रहे हैं। हाँ भाई, तो बताइए। भरत मिलाप।
La. Will you please repeat the name? Oh, Bharat. I thought Bharat means India. Yeah. Yeah. Bharat and Ram. It is said that when Ramchandraji was sent to exile, yeah, Bharatji himself came to visit Lord Ram with full splendor, show and pomp. However, it was in the eyes of God that Bharat was truly a true brother of his elder brother Ram. Ramchandraji was sitting on a huge stone with his wife Sita, and his younger brother Lakshman was serving him. Suddenly Lakshmanji saw that one huge army with thousands of soldiers was proceeding and approaching them. One flag was placed on the chariot of Bharat, which showed that King Bharat is coming to meet Lord Ram. Now Lakshmanji thought that maybe Bharat wants to kill Lord Ram and rob him of all the clothes he is putting on. However, it was not what he considered to be. Bharat stopped his chariot a mile in front of Lord Ram and walked to Lord Ram barefooted. Finally, he touched the feet of Lord Ram. After this, Lakshmanji started crying. He thought that his elder brother Bharat, born out of the womb of Kaikeyi, is coming to kill Lord Ram. Lord Ram then finally petted Bharat, and then Bharat took away the sandals of Lord Ram. He finally took the sandals to the throne of Ayodhya, and as the representative of his elder brother Bharat, he placed the sandals on the throne.
चैतन्या जी, हम सबने आपका लोहा मान लिया कि आप किसी भी सब्जेक्ट पर बोल सकती हैं। एक बार जोरों से और तालियां बजाकर इनका स्वागत कीजिए।
Ramchandraji came back, and then when he saw his sandals there, he hugged Bharat.
आप थोड़ा रेस्ट ले लीजिए।
He requested Bharat to sit on the throne, and then he himself got seated along with his wife Sita. This symbolizes the love and affection between Bharat and Lord Ram. On the contrary, the enmity between Vibhishan and Ravan can be shown. Vibhishan told Lord Ram the secret of the immortalism of Ravan, and that was the nectar in his navel. What a brother he was! And on the contrary, you may find Bharat to be the greatest of all the brothers. All the brothers consider him to be their ideal, and therefore Bharat is said to be the main character in the Ramayana. Ramchandraji is not the main character, but Bharat, his younger brother born out of Kaikeyi and Dashrath, is said to be the most celebrated character of the Ramayana. Valmiki Ji, the incarnation of Lord Brahma, himself wrote the Ramayana in the praise of Bharat, and therefore most of the parts of the Ramayana, and the number is 8, are truly dedicated to Bharat. Bharat himself related his glory to that of Sri Ram, and this made
इधर आइए। क्या बात है, आपको तो भारत रत्न मिलना चाहिए।
हेलो,
वास्तव में भारत की रत्ना है।
जो ये तनुज जी चरण स्पर्श कर रहे हैं, ये हमारे ट्रस्ट के सेक्रेटरी हैं, और परसों ही रात को ये फ्लाइट से आए हैं असम से, और राजसी परिवार से हैं, लेकिन सब कुछ त्याग करके केवल समाज सेवा में ये लगे हुए हैं। 84 से जब से मेरे पास हैं, ये मेरे शिष्य भी हैं बहुत अच्छे, लेकिन इन्होंने हिमालय पर रह कर के जितनी साधना की है, यहाँ ये खड़े खड़े रो रहे थे, समझे, कहने लगे कि इसका मन कर रहा है कि चरण छू लूँ। आज हार मान गया, लगा आज के कहीं कोई किसी को सुनवाया, नहीं तो हम तो किसी को सुनते ही नहीं ऐसे को। वेदांत के बड़े अच्छे ज्ञाता हैं, बहुत विद्वान आदमी हैं।
Honorable Sir has told me to deliver speech on what is dharma. Dharma is nothing but a religious duty. This duty is not of worshipping God. It is not external but internal duty. Dharma is divided into three parts. The first part of dharma is external dharma. External dharma means worshipping God and committing sins. The second kind of dharma is internal dharma. This kind of worship is present in our own heart and the heart is purified. The third kind of dharma can be referred to as the dharma which is external cum internal dharma. All this holy assemblage is nothing but a holy part of extreme plus internal dharma. This kind of dharma is referred to as worshipping God plus doing pious things and deeds. Corruption has spread its claws from top to bottom. And do you know what is corruption? Corruption is nothing but the thing or the abstract noun which is spread by the people doing external dharma. Corruption, as we already know, is nothing but the wide gap between the rich and the poor. This gap must be narrowed, otherwise the poor of the nation will not be progress. Thank you. Jai Hind.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद चैतन्या जी का। और अब मैं मंच पर आमंत्रित करता हूं, नहीं मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है चैतन्या जैसी विदुषी के लिए, क्या शब्द, मतलब हम लोग बिल्कुल वाणी हमारी मौन हो जाती है ऐसे आदमी को, किसी ऐसे व्यक्तित्व को देख करके। मैं श्रीमती माधुरी शर्मा जी को मंच पर आमंत्रित करता हूं कि अगर उनकी इच्छा हो तो अपनी प्रस्तुति भी दें, अन्यथा सम्मान तो ग्रहण करें। श्रीमती माधुरी शर्मा जी ब्रजलोक की ऐसी गायिका हैं जिनसे न केवल ब्रज, पूरा देश सुपरिचित है। मथुरा के प्रतिष्ठित संगीत परिवार में जन्मी और पली बड़ी, लोक संगीत का पर्याय बन चुकी श्रीमती माधुरी शर्मा विगत 3 दशकों से ब्रज लोक संगीत का प्रतिनिधित्व कर रही हैं। प्रस्तुतियों का वैशिष्ट्य आपको अन्य कलाकारों से अलग कर देता है। आकाशवाणी की टॉप ग्रेड आर्टिस्ट माधुरी जी अब तक भारतवर्ष के अतिरिक्त मलेशिया, कनाडा आदि में अपने कार्यक्रम प्रस्तुत कर चुकी हैं। एमए और संगीत विशारद तक शिक्षा प्राप्त माधुरी जी मथुरा वृंदावन की रसिया गायकी की 38 वर्षों से आकाशवाणी कलाकार हैं। कलाश्री, ब्रज कोयल, ब्रज सारस्वत, भरतपुर रत्न, कलाश्री सुरभि, ब्रज विभूति, तुंग विद्या सम्मानोपाधि सहित देवी अवार्ड, रानी लक्ष्मीबाई वीरता पुरस्कार, एचटी महिला पुरस्कार आदि अब तक प्राप्त माधुरी जी के लिए इतना ही कहना चाहूँगा कि ब्रजलोक संगीत की माधुरी जी पर्याय, ब्रजलोक संगीत की माधुरी जी पर्याय छा जाती हैं मंच पर। फिर को न सुहाए, कि फिर को न सुहाए बला की लोक गायिका, उखड़ाहू बन जाए मंच बन जाए जाएगा, कि उखड़ाहू बन जाए मंच बन जाए जाएगा। पुरस्कार सम्मान जदप तुम धेरन पाए, पुरस्कार सम्मान जदप तुम धेरन पाए। रजक देत सम्मान मंजुश्री गाय बधाए, रजक देत सम्मान मंजुश्री गाय बधाए। और उनको ये सम्मान समर्पित है।
ऊंचा कर दो जरा। हाँ भैया, आज के अपूर्ण स्मृति महोत्सव में आप सबन को हमारी राधे राधे, जय श्री राधे, बोल बंसी वारे की जय। मैं अपनी थोड़ी सी स्वरांजलि श्रद्धांजलि के रूप में ज़रूर दूंगी, क्योंकि बहन हमारी मंजू जी ना आए, पर हमारे स्वरण के माध्यम से उनको जो आनंद मिलेगो अवश्य मिलेगो। और लोक संगीत में ज़रूरी ना है कि कोई साज समाज के संग